All right, I am very excited to talk to Jay from Missouri. Called in last week, I think.
They say that their pronouns are Jesus loves you.
Hey, Jay.
Thank you very much. Hey, how you doing? First time caller. I admit it. I do like your show.
Well, thank you. Thanks for calling in. You want to talk a little bit about why atheists might hate God if God doesn't exist?
Exactly.
Sure.
Okay.
Do you have any favorite fiction stories? Like, have you read Lord of the Rings or some other
Die Hard?
Oh yeah, movies, or maybe Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. Have you read the Chronicles of Narnia?
Yep.
So those all have antagonists, right? Like you have the was it the Ice Witch?
The witch, yeah.
Yeah, you have Sauron. You have.
Wow, you pronounced that weird.
I was gonna say Saruman, and then I was like, Sauron.
Both of them. So,
true. But I mean,
do you get where we're going with this, Jay?
Yeah, Hans Gruber.
Yep.
Oh, no, I don't. I do not get where you're going with it. Go ahead, explain.
Okay, go ahead, Eric.
Sure. So, I mean, it's in two parts. This one's a little, sarcastic, but we can dislike bad guys in stories. So if something doesn't have to exist for us to not like it, but as far as why do atheists hate God? Because you believe that a God actually exists, right?
Oh, most definitely, yeah.
Okay. Do you think that we believe that?
Yes and no. Yes and no.
Well, so as an honest interlocutor, the best thing you can do is give us the benefit of the doubt that we're telling you the truth, right? You don't believe it, right? So, do I hate a God that I don't believe in? No, actually, I don't have hate there. In that example, which I think is probably the most relevant to what you're saying, I don't have hate there.
Would you say most atheists hate God?
No, not like that. No. So that actually is a thing that I remember being told in church, that atheists hate God. And what it did is it negatively, like, I did not have a clear understanding of what atheists believe because I believed the line that I was being told in church. And it actually really hindered my ability to talk to people. So if it helps, the idea that atheists hate God, no, we're good.
I've talked to a lot of atheists. I've talked to a lot of.
Go ahead. Sorry.
And the majority of them do hate God. Like people on a lot of atheist channels. Like if I start to conversate with them about, I like debating, and so they'll block me. I think they're really a communist. They don't want to hear another side. So, I've experienced tons of it. You know what I mean?
Can we put a pin in communist? Because I've met plenty of communists who are happy to, learn and discuss things. Like somebody's capitalism versus communism, I don't think comes into the conversation. I feel that might be a red herring. So let's put that down for just a second.
I mean, we were talking about the Cold War, and they were very much linked at the time.
But I know that Jay has a serious question here. I want to make sure that we're focusing on it. So you've interacted with atheists on the internet who are saying that they hate God. Is that right?
Yeah, basically. Well, I mean, I just like to hear your opinion. You know what I mean? Because really, I mean, sure. I do think atheists are communists. In their ideas, they don't want freedom like we have in America. They don't want the debate. They want to get rid of the religion. Am I correct? Would you say that? Would you want to get rid of religion?
No.
Or most atheists?
No.
No. And also, please, you're using communist in a really funny way, and it's not.
I'm just curious. What, Jay? How would you define a communist?
Yeah, you're using it in weird ways.
I guess I would just say, they want to control. Somebody who wants to control doesn't want freedom just like a communist country. They want to have everything their way, basically.
Okay.
I know there's many definitions of communist, but I'm just
we don't understand that definition the way you're using it, because controlling the means of like people controlling the means of production doesn't have anything to do with whether or not those people have freedoms, and the idea that somebody wants to take that, like, that's it's weird. But let's get right to it. Do I want to get rid of all of religion? Right? Is that the question?
Definition of communism.
What's my definition of communism? Hello?
Yeah, go ahead. Can you hear me?
Sure. I can give you a whole lot of my understanding of it, but I think that I'm going to put my foot in my mouth right now. And so V's looking V's looking it up right now. But I would say, who isn't communist?
You wouldn't say atheists are leaning towards a communist? Would support communist agendas?
No, definitely not.
Yeah,
honestly, I think it's a little bit of a problem. I think atheists, by and large, in the United States at least, are very individualistic. In fact, they make it one of their kind of points of pride to be individuals who are not led by anybody and who don't want anyone to tell them what to do. So I think a lot of atheists in the United States are actually about as far away from communism as you can get.
Yeah, I think that you're coming from a background that uses communism as a slur, and that creates a straw man. You know what a straw man is, right, Jay?
Isn't a slur?
Not actually, but it can be used in that way.
Yeah, and I come from a place... I've come from places where, and I've met people who use that as a slur. It's a misunderstanding that's going to get you nowhere. It's not going to move the conversation forward. It's not going to properly understand the other person. It's a bad way of moving forward. You can do it in your in-group because you might not care about whether or not it's true, but it's not helping. So let's take that and go to what you're trying to ask. It sounds like you're trying to ask, do we want all religion to go away? Do we want to control the world and make it the way we want it to be? Is that about right?
I would say most of basically atheists, they don't want.
You're talking to us, so I don't want you to explain outside people, because I agree there are lots of atheists that believe lots of things, but you can talk to us, and the way you do that is ask us.
Okay. All right, I'll ask.
Cool.
I want to make a point though.
Sure.
The lady, last caller, you never said anything to her. You know what I mean? When she said religion, it's all a new, this is all new to started in the 70s. You never said anything about that. You never said, what proof do you have of that? Mm-hmm. And you just let her talk along. You know what I mean? So I understand that, atheists don't have to have their facts straight, but you hold us to a different standard. Correct?
No, I
actually
call other atheists to the table way more often than I do Christians.
Why didn't you call her to when she was spitting all them false lies?
About what?
About the Bible. This is a new new concept about the end times and stuff like that. No.
Oh, Jay. So that's their interpretation.
Exactly.
Yeah. Do you have an interpretation, or do you think you have access to the absolute truth? Do you?
It's been known for years. What's going to happen? The New World Order. This is nothing new.
Jay.
Wow.
Jay. Do you think we believe that? Do we think
it's written?
Jay.
It is written.
Yeah, there are lots of things. There are lots of things written. Just because it's written doesn't mean it's true. You understand that, right, Jay? You know that fiction exists.
Oh, well, we'll see if it's fiction or not.
Okay, hold on, Jay. No, wait. You understand that fiction exists, correct?
I understand.
Okay, so hold on. You understand. Let me walk you through this because I want to make you a better partner in this discussion. When you said it's written, you said that in a way that sounds like just because something is written down, it's convincing. And so I asked you if you believe that fiction exists because I want to know whether or not you know that just because something is written doesn't mean it's true. So the argument that you gave, right, what you said was not helping what you're trying to prove to us.
But have you ever read it, though?
I have.
Yes, multiple times.
Yeah, I have a lot of family members who believe that crap. I actually wrote a letter to George Soros once.
You might not be watching right now, Jay, but we are currently holding an enormous Bible just for purposes like this.
But this is conspiracy theory stuff. This isn't just, this is extra biblical.
I'm saying about world order if you've read it.
Yeah. So Jay.
New World War. Read it.
Jay.
Jay is actually, Jay, you're breaking up really badly.
Yeah.
Can you make sure you're like close to your phone so we can actually hear what you're saying?
And I know we're all getting excited, so it's probably not helping. But Jay.
Go ahead.
Do you understand that other people have interpretations of the Bible that don't include a new world order? Do you understand that?
Well, I understand that, but you don't understand there's only one there's only one Bible.
Jay?
There's only one written text.
Jay, do you think you're helping your argument with the thing you just said?
Okay, I'm going to explain to you why I said this.
Please.
I understand that people interpret it, but it's only written one time. Original Bible is written one time. Okay? Just because people twist it a little bit to make money for copyright interpretations doesn't mean that the original Bible is wrong.
Okay, so
I want to know where this original Bible is.
Yeah, because it was written over the course of hundreds of years.
There's thousands of texts and copies of that we have.
But those are all not the original Bible, right?
Yeah. What chapters are in the original Bible? Is it just the Old Testament you're talking about, or are you talking about the New Testament?
Well, I will tell you this, that for thousands of years, we have
the New Testament. Hold on, the New Testament wasn't around for thousands of years. Is the New Testament in the Bible that you're talking about?
Is the New Testament in the Bible? The Bible, the books in the Bible are different books.
Okay, but you said there was only one, and it was written only one time, right? There was there was one. It was written once. There's only one definitive copy. Correct?
I'm talking about the original the books.
Oh, the books, plural, as in there's only one original book of Matthew. There's only one original book of Mark.
Exactly.
There's only one original book of Luke.
Yes, they copied them. Yes, they copied them because they had to, send them out to the, members in the church.
Okay.
Yes, I agree.
So do we have access to any of those?
Do we have the access to any of the New Testament?
No, the original scripts of the New or Old Testament.
I mean, hey, how does a piece of paper last thousands of years if you pass it and use it over and over again?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, we have P50. We have P52, and P52 is the most, contemporary New Testament. It's a tiny scrap of paper. It's still quite a bit older than when it is supposed to have been written. But the answer is no, Jay. We do not have those original texts. So your response was there's only one original text. We don't have access to it. We do have copies that we push that we see. There are hundreds. There are hundreds of interpretations of the Bible.
Okay, you guys, both of you, hold on. We're getting off topic. We're getting off track. We've got about 20 minutes left.
Oh my gosh.
And I don't want to get bogged down on this because this isn't what Jay called in about.
Okay.
Oh, Jay,
can I ask one more question, please? Please.
Hold on.
One more question.
Jay, I just recently worked on a video. I just recently worked on a video with Holy Kool-Aid. He just recently put it out. It's the problem of, actually, it's the most recent video. You should check it out. It completely answers the thing that you're talking about, or mostly. V, get us back on track, for fuck's sake, please.
Jay, what is your question?
Yeah. How would you feel if you were wrong and you find out that everything you said was a lie, and you led all these people that are listening to you down the wrong path? How would you feel?
Got it. Yeah, lies are intentional.
No.
Do you understand that? No.
I mean, how would you feel?
No, Jay, being wrong doesn't mean you're lying. Do you understand that?
I never said you were lying. I just said,
how would you said feel? If you found out everything you said was a lie. I don't think you're listening to the things that are coming out of your mouth, and that's a problem because I'm holding you to account for it. You need to be careful with the things you're saying.
I'll turn it around for me. How would I feel if God was a lie and I believed everything that wasn't true? I lived a good life. I didn't hurt anybody. That's how I would feel if I switched the reverses. You know what I mean?
Okay.
But I think that being an atheist holds more. You are held to more, I guess, accountability because there's a judgment at the end, and there's a real place called hell, and in that real place, nobody wants to be there.
Hey,
you
Jay?
choose to live without God.
Jay,
consequence.
Jay, if you want to call back in again, you need to realize that you cannot evangelize on our channel. If you do it again, you will not be welcome back. Jay, try it again.
No, wait, hold on.
Try it again and you get dropped. Do you understand me? This is not a place to preach.
Why didn't you want to answer the question, though?
I'll answer the question, but you just waxed poetic, philosophical into trying to preach to our audience. This is our channel, dude. Respect that.
Jay.
No, I will. That's just my opinion.
That's
what I'm saying.
Guys, focus, please. Quiet coyote. Look, Jay, my answer to your question is exactly the same answer that you gave to me. I led a good life. I didn't hurt anybody. I was honest in the way that I looked at the world, and I took a risk. And I decided that I was going to follow my own moral compass because I thought that that was the right thing to do. And if it wasn't the right thing to do, then I will live with the consequences or, unlive with the consequences. But I would also say that I would not feel badly about my life, even if it ended up being wrong, because I think that any God that is worth being around, worth worshiping, worth believing in, would understand that I am working on.
Preach.
It's my preaching. Channel,
Remember what
Jay.
He just said.
Jay.
This is his thing. You can't preach.
This is our channel?
You're preaching.
Jay.
No, you can't preach. See, everybody, you guys can preach, but
Jay.
everybody else can't.
We tried. We tried,
Yeah.
man.
You could down God.
Jay.
And you could say that there is no God, but therefore you're a communist.
I haven't muted.
You're
I'm a communist?
We're communists, apparently.
Okay.
Yeah, you're just a communist.
It's a slur.
Because if you go
Got
to
it.
a Christian
Jay.
nation, we don't do that with you. We
Let me mute
you
him.
speak.
Can I mute him?
No, I want to hear what he's saying.
Oh, I muted him. Hold on. Let me unmute him.
You guys are dishonest.
Okay. So, Jay, he hung up. Oh.
That was unexpected.
Okay,
we definitely didn't want him to do that.
No, okay. Eric got pissed, and Eric's going to talk for just a minute. Number one, if you're going to use slurs, make sure at least the other person understands what you're saying. Calling somebody a communist means that you have a political difference. The fact that you grew up in a society, or you grew up in a culture that uses communism as a slur means you are never going to have productive conversations with other people. So try again, take that tool out of your toolbox. It's dumb. And all it does is tell the rest of the world that you haven't taken the slightest amount of time to research it to realize that it's a dumb argument. And so, you know what? That's on you. It is on you to recognize that you didn't do a modicum of research. Next, it is our channel. If V is going to respond and say that, if a God that's worth worshiping, if there's a God worth worshiping, they would understand that V did their best with what they knew and understood. That's not preaching. Let me tell you what preaching is, right? Evangelizing is called for in the Bible. It is the Great Commission.
Yep.
That is something that we don't have. We don't have a great commission. We're not here to tell people about Jesus Christ. We're not here to convince them that they're sinners. We're not telling people that there's a blood curse that they need to try and fight so that they can go to heaven or go to eternal torment. All of those things are things that you're doing, and saying that they may not be true isn't preaching. It's just challenging you on your assertion. The fact that you would call us dishonest after all of that when we listened and are trying to understand just means you're not ready to have the conversation. Call in when you understand what communist means. If you use it as a slur, I'm just going to laugh at you and hang up. What the hell was that?
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I felt bad, honestly. Jay very clearly was out of his depth. And I'm assuming
I'm sure Jay's friends think that he's the smartest one in the group. You know, that oh my gosh, Jay can have these conversations. Call into us. Okay, cool. Up your game, because it's not working.
Yeah. That was painful. Honestly, you guys,
Yeah, for people who are saying that's a troll, it's not.
Unfortunately, these kinds of people make up a majority of the group that is currently in control of our government. So that's fun.
If you think that person's a troll, you've never met elders at a church.
Right. And also calling theists who are bad at what they believe, which is what Jay is, trolls and dismissing them is kind of the same thing as only talking to internet commenters who say they're atheists and our 12-year-old boys who are, trying to get a rise out of you and saying, oh, all atheists hate God.
So people who believe in us, who believe the same things that we do, other atheists, other skeptics, we're holding you to account. Up your game, do better, because calling somebody a troll just to dismiss them is not right. It doesn't work, doesn't help.